Well, people, I didn't understand this was a sequel, right? It's a fucking sequel, right? Fortress, well, Sniper's Eye. I don't. After watching it, the title makes no sense. Sniper's Eye. It really makes no sense, right? Why they would call it that? Just call it Cyprus. Cyprus. Just call it Fortress Two, right? That's more kind of apt. But yeah, this film, it is directed by Josh Sternfeld. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, he didn't direct the first one, but yeah, he came on and directed the second one. Now, supposedly, I think they directed the first two back to back, and there is going to be a third. After watching this, you kind of think, I, where are they taking this story? Right? It doesn't end with a like, oh my god, what happens? Like, no, it's an odd one. It's an odd one, right? So it is written by Alan Horsnail. Um, he did write the first, and like the first one as well. I think they must have just concocted the whole thing, right? So it's from a story which was created by Emil Hirsch and Randall Emmett. So they are the ones behind this. Uh, yeah, I would like to see this story. I think it's written on a napkin. It's definitely as thin as a napkin. Uh, oh my days. Okay, so it is produced by George Furler, Randall Emmett, um, do, 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 Luilo Ruiz, and Chad A. Verdi. Now, when you go on IMDb, there are so many executive producers on this. It's, yeah, you just look at it and go, no, no, what are we doing here? Like, all of these people actually did shit, right? And most, look, this is just by name. This is insane, the amount of people they give you here. But music is from Jacob Bunton. Cinematography is Vern Nobles Jr. It is edited by Evan Allegren. Peter Cordova handles production design. Art direction is Jerry Bloem. Costume design is Ana C. Ramirez Velez. Um, yeah, Francisco Curti and Katia Gonzalez Estevez. Um, you know, they deal with production, management, and all of that. So, in this film, we have got Jesse Metcalf as Paul and Bruce Willis as Robert, Paul's dad. There's Kate, who is played by Kelly Grayson. She is now Paul's girlfriend. Um, we have got Chad Michael Murray as Balzary. His wife Sasha is played by Natali Yura. There's Blaine, played by Michael Ciro. Um, Sandra, Blaine's girlfriend, played by Natalie Byrne. Um, Kate's mum, Carol, played by Welker White. Kate's sister Zoe, played by Gabrielle Haw. We have Ulysses, played by Sir Darius Blaine. We have Madris, played by Leonardo Castro. Bisto, played by Adam Hugh Potter. We got Dave, played by Xavier Reyes. Ellen, played by Elisa Julia Smith. They're basically our main lot of people, essentially. And the gist of the story is this: retired CIA agent Robert Carter Michaels and his son Paul have committed themselves to rebuilding their relationship after their last epic encounter spent protecting the highly secure secret base, the Fortress. When Paul's wife, Melissa, is abducted, he and Robert... No, that is not the fucking story. I feel that's probably the story of the first one. That's bananas. That's... Oh my gosh, that is it's a little crazy. That is a little crazy. Let us let's do this. Right? This is more like it, right? So weeks after the deadly assault on Fortress Camp, Robert makes a daring rescue to save Sasha, the widow of his old nemesis, Balzary. But back in the camp's command bunker, it appears Sasha may have a devious plan of her own. No, as a new attack breaks out, Robert is confronted with a familiar face he thought he'd never see again. Boom, boom, boom. No, oh gosh, it doesn't really seem like Sasha's got a sinister plan. Sasha's walking around all dazed and shit, right? That's what it seems. Now, we see her do a thing, and then you go, okay, something's afoot, right? But up until that point, you never think, oh, Sasha's planning something. So that's just horrible synopsis. But the synopsis matches the film because this film, people, it's definitely something. It's definitely something. It's hard to say, right? Because the acting it's not great. We're not seeing some tremendous performances from this cast. I do feel a lot of that is the direction, right? Because there are places where you can literally see people fluff their lines and it's been left. So I think this film, I imagine the shoot was real fast. I think the budget was probably low because we don't get chemistry. There's no chemistry from our people here, right? Paul and Kate are meant to be boyfriend and girlfriend, madly in love. You keep going, a month ago, I was obsessed with work. Now I'm obsessed with her, right? But other than, we have them standing there like touching all the time, but you don't get this sense of, yo, these people are madly in love. There's not that, right? Paul and his dad, there's not this, we don't feel like there's this, bond. Like there's not a bond between any of them. There is a scene that really just sums this all up, right? So we have Blaine go to Sandra, and he's like, she's reading a book. He's like, hey, what are you reading? And she's like, a book. And then they both fake laugh, and it's just like, oh, oh God, it is just horrible. It was a horrible line, but that is the level of writing we have here. Like there is just so many lines that are just, oh, they don't work. I mean, listen, this is what I feel, right? I'm sure there's loads of people that will love this film, but for me, it was just a horrible script, like cheesy as fuck, right? And the motivations make no sense, right? Because when because as I say, look, we see Sasha be saved, then we see her do a thing, and then in the film she says this stuff, and it just like makes you go, then why did you do the thing? Right? It makes no sense. You're saying this, but your actions did this, which again make no sense. Right? The motivations are insane. There's a bit where the bad guys are gonna kill someone, and he's like, hey, take me to this. You could at least just kill me there. And they're like, okay, we'll do that. But when he gets to this place, the like you think, oh, well, they're going there because there is something which he can utilize or do. No, right? They have to do a thing before he can then do a thing, right? And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So all of that was banking on them doing that thing. What? Right? It was essentially, it could have been anywhere. You know what I mean? Like you could have been like, take me there, take me there, take like it didn't have to be this spot because there was nothing there that helped him. And that's the only reason you would think it would be like, yo, let's go there. Right? It's just these things that make no sense. Right? These people, we're told, look, it's weeks after the place was stormed. This secret base, remember, this secret base full of army operatives is stormed. But even coming off the back of that, you'd think security would be so solid, so solid. It is not. Like the security is laughable, and like the people themselves, it's a bit like, oh, I thought I heard a noise. And you'd be like, okay, you assume you would be on high alert. You would be ready. You would be prepared. Not only because they've already gone through this thing, but they're ex-army, they're ex-CIA. They're meant to be these highly trained motherfuckers. But the fight scenes, they. I mean, you've seen better fight scenes on Smallville, right? That's these fight scenes. You know what I mean? And it's really bad when you've got a girl fighting a guy, and he is like, the way it's showing, he's hitting her with everything he's got, but she's still able to do her thing, and you're just like, no. If a girl's taking a shot like that, no, it's done. It's done. right? She's going down, especially when we've seen people get knocked out in the film, right? From a punch or a hit, from like then now they're out cold. But we're led to believe this girl is gonna take these full blows to the face and still be like, oh, what are we doing? Like the choreography, we've now seen the level of choreography in things is incredible. Remember those fight scenes in Daredevil, which won awards, right? Like the hallway scene in season one, which was like, yo, fight scenes in Moon Knight were great. Yeah, I mean, we've seen great fight scenes in TV stuff where you're thinking the budget isn't as big as a film and all of this. So these fight scenes, right, they make no sense. The fight scenes make no sense. But you know what I mean? That you kind of figure, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? They fit perfectly in this film, right? Now again, we're meant to be dealing with these highly trained operatives. But if you find a secret passage, right, you're gonna shut the door behind you. You're not gonna leave it bang open so everyone knows, oh, there's a secret door here, right? You're just like, what is happening? There's a bit when a guy goes through, he's got, clearly a good chunk of time in front of this one guy. The bad guy follows him through. But remember, he's the good guy had a clear lead. But good guy comes out, bad guy right behind, and you're just like, no, no, no. He wasn't that close. Like, what the fuck just happened there? That makes no sense. Right? And if he was that close, he could have just shot him in the tunnel. You know, you know what I mean? It's just like, what just happened there? But yeah, they're fighting people, but leaving enemy combatants behind, right? Not securing them, not killing them, just leaving them supposedly unconscious. And look, knocking people out, like some people get knocked out, right? And it's just a flash knockout. You're back up in seconds, sometimes it's minutes, sometimes it's hours, right? Sometimes it's hours. So you don't know. You would never know just hitting someone going, right, they're going to be out cold for this amount of time. No. So you would secure the person, right? Take away the weapons, tie their hands, whatever, whatever. They do none of this. And these are meant to be highly trained operatives, right? It's insane. Bruce, he's retired now, right? But he was just making so many of these kind of straight to DVD, low budget films, and none of them are good. And it's just like, is Bruce in trouble with the tax man? Right? What is going on? Because it's not even because when you think of stuff like Punch Drunk Love, right? It's a small budget film. Adam Sandler, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make this film, and you're watching Sandler in the film, and you can see he's got passion for this film. He's one of his best performances, right? And so yeah, and also we've seen other actors and actresses in low budget, but really turning on. In these films, Bruce never, he clearly phones it in. So you kind of scratch your head and go, what's the motivation here? Because I get the sense no one is really looking to do their best work. It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. Now, listen, obviously, you can see this film isn't for me. But here's the thing, right? If you like the first Fortress, I'm sure this one is gonna be like, yo, you know what I mean? I feel this also, if you enjoyed the Expendable films, yeah, this is right up your alley. Essentially, if you've watched any low budget Bruce Willis film and enjoyed it, Fortress Sniper's Eye is your film. It's meant to be for you, you know? But if you've watched some of Bruce's films and gone, ah, man, I can't stand these low budget films. Like, what's Bruce doing? He's not putting his soul into this. Then, if you thought that, this film is not for you. You will not enjoy this film. So, people, that's as good as I can give you. You know what I mean? Make of this what you will. But hey, those are my views, and that's my kind of best analogy for if you will, the chances of you liking or disliking it, right? The decision is yours. You know, the decision is yours. So it is out on all your favorite VODs, and it will be on DVD from the 18th of from the 18th of March, 18th of July. Yeah, we've well gone past March. All right, so 18th of July the DVD drops. So if you really enjoy it, you want to own it. Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to own it on VOD, but if you want to own the physical version of this film, 18th of July, people. But boy, yeah. Woo! Fortress, snipers, and oh, yeah, that's the thing. There's no snipers here. Right? You think with the title it's gonna revolve around snipe. That's what I thought originally. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a sniper on this island, and he's gonna be picking them off, and they'll be like, "Yo, what's going on? Oh my god, there's a sniper!" No, you watch it and you go, "Where's the sniper's eye? How does that tie in with what we see?" Because there's no relation. There's no relation. It's insane. But that seems real fitting for the film we watch, people. But yeah, you decide what the fuck you want to do. All right? I'm just giving you the resources. Now you deal with it. So, Fortress, Sniper's Eye. Yeah.